Hey, how you doing? Welcome back to the show. For so many years I've wanted to get hold of a JCM800. They're the foundation of all the rock and metal and thrash tones that I love to this day. It's just simple, it's just got the 6 knobs, 1 channel, absolutely killer. And the version that I've got here is the Studio Classic 20H. It's got all the ingredients that made up the 100 watt 2203, but it's just been downsized into 20 watts. And then on low power mode, you can put it into 5 watts. It's just such a solid foundation of an amp. And the fact that it's just the 1 channel, it's just so cool. It's really simple in the sense that the presence and the master volume are part of the power amp or the output section of the amp. The preamp is tapped off the second gain stage. There's 3 cascading gain stages within the JCM800. And going through the high input, you get all those 3 cascading gains, but going through the low input, you bypass that first stage of gain. By bypassing that first stage of gain, you're actually leaving a whole lot more headroom on that input signal just to really push it with some different distortions and totally different pedals, which I'll do at a later date. I just want to try out some preamps and that sort of thing, really driving this thing hard. Today, we're just going to use the high input. This is the classic JCM800 input that you use. Works fantastic just with ODs and EQs and everything in the front end. But enough about that. I'm just going to sit and dial in different tones, press on different EQs. Just have a listen. This thing is so cool. can easily tell by that sound just captures that whole Bay Area thrash scene just absolutely perfectly. You can hear there's just so much bite to that guitar tone. It's got a real sort of heavy weight behind the chugs. And that's really responsive too to your pick attack and just the way that you approach to muting the strings as well when you... But the last thing I want to check is just grab my Charvel with the active EMGs down tuned to E flat and just try and get some Slayer out of this. And for this, the amp settings haven't changed one bit. I'm just kicking on the MXR 10 band in the front end of the amp and just a little bit of reverb. And I guess there you go, guys. I didn't want to bore you with far too many riffs there. I'd love to play all day, but you can just hear that it captures all those tones with absolute ease. I don't even have to go into the effects loop and tweak settings or fiddle with EQs to try and get those tones balanced and right. They're just there. They're straight away. It's all there. Everything about that, it just captures it perfectly. But I'm just so excited with this amp just to go back and just try and capture all those tones again, all those classic tones of the 80s. Try and do it as close as we can to the original recordings, and it's just going to be so cool. But until then, guys, take care. I'll see you next time. Bye.